Or better yet, since a lot of people have heat for my lovely and talented wife, Anisa, she can debate something. I'll just fucking sit in the chair in the corner, okay? We could set the whole thing up while there's like an intellectual battle.
Come to it and you can't go through it and you can't knock it down. You know that you found the wall. No man on earth can make you fall.
Smoking out the whole room. Whoa! Guys, I will say though, before we get into anything, because there's obviously so much support here, LeWoofy. Thank you, LeWoofy. I will just say, this is kind of the extent of my announcement, okay? This is the extent of it. So, I feel like it's important to say now, especially with all the gifteds. There was a moment in the last H3 live stream where Ethan was talking about this topic, and he said, oh, and like, to make it even better or whatever, you can't crowdfund lawsuit defense in Canada or something like that. I don't have it perfectly memorized, but I just found it so weird that he thought that was indicative of anything. I think he's gaslit himself so hard that he doesn't think I have money in the bank to be tortured by him for 3 to 5 years or whatever it is. Whatever the plan is to financially torture and ruin me. I don't need to crowdfund a lawsuit, so sorry. I think that's just for you. I think that's cope. See, the thing that I did with my money is I didn't buy Rolexes. That's what I didn't do. You took the podcast joke where you and Anisa were squatting in someone's basement seriously? Well, again, I think we've talked about it a lot in this chat in general. The source of joy, the source of happiness is not money. And so, like, continuing to harp on it and, you know, I don't know, promoting your brand as, you know, being the money person or how much money you can spend is not, it doesn't make you a happier, healthier person. I know there's more important things happening, but did you watch the new Big Bang HBO show trailer? I'm ashamed to admit I'd probably watch it. You should be ashamed, Adam, because that was the first Big Bang Theory related thing that I decided kind of shit. Like, they did not make it appealing, I feel like, to the average person who does not have a familiarity with Big Bang Theory. Because I'm going to be honest, like, the character in Big Bang Theory that they're making a reboot of, he was an extremely boring, uninteresting character. Yeah, it's weird that you liked it then, Adam. It's very weird. Thank you, very Sherry. Because it was just... Dude, it was so much. Like, all of them? Yeah. Is that a clickbait title? I don't follow much about Ethan anymore because everything about him and his goons creep me out. Well, it's a little bit clickbait, but it's also potentially true. We'll see how things progress. It seems like he's keen to do it, but I'll, wait, what? Not true, he mentioned nothing? What? What are you talking about, Shampoo Man? Oh, he has sent us a cease and desist, yes. Lawyers have been in contact with us. That we can say. That we can say. Okay, this is actually a good, I'm going to allow it. This is one of the good, fall off comments. Okay, I'm outie, just came for the slop, like most people. Bro, you're admitting that you love the slop? The fall off is insane. Bring back Overgrowth mod reviews. Insane, bro. Insane. Enough time has passed, guys. I will address the fucking... I will address the threat of lawsuits. The cease and desist. I'll do it all. I'll do it all. But first, before we do that, before we do any of that bullshit, I gotta do a little dance, okay? Okay. So here's the deal, guys. We got a cease and desist, and obviously that, you know, I was being genuine in my apology because I I was reflecting, and I think it was out of line for my own personal, I guess, goals in life and like how I want to be. And I think ultimately, even after my apology, he still doesn't seem to think that it's, I don't know, real or genuine. So listen, I don't watch the podcast. In fact, it gives me an aneurysm, and it like distresses me greatly to watch it. So I only hear it through the grapevine. I have to, to use a little bit of a therapy term, I have to protect my peace. So I don't know what any of the details are, but I think in summary, it looks like he's interested, Ethan, in pursuing a lawsuit here in Canada. I ultimately am just like not interested in playing that game. Like, not because I can't afford it, but because I just think it's a waste of time for me. It's a waste of time. Like, I don't want to know a lawyer, if I'm going to be honest, I don't want to have weekly or monthly conversations with a lawyer. It's just not, I think a lot of people can relate to that. But I am a creative person. So I do want to propose some potentially amiable, is that the right word? Whatever it means, the word that means to please others, an amiable solution, potential amicable. No, it wasn't amicable. That's not the word I'm looking for. You guys are gaslighting me. 1 second. Define amiable. I wasn't completely wrong, but I know I know you're trying to help me. Malleable? I'm trying to come up with a malleable solution. Basically, I know that there is, I'll just come right out and say it, okay? A couple other suggestions that the non-creative thinkers in the world might have not considered, okay? Number 1, trial by combat. Now, hear me out. Well, number 1, I'm being deathly serious when I say that. Deathly serious. I understand that with money comes power in this world that we live in, okay? With money comes power. I would not think to take the position away from someone who, accumulated a colossal amount of wealth, okay? If they want, for instance, if Ethan wants to find a party that will fight in his steed? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to use words I didn't run through a script or anything. If he has someone who's going to fight in his steed, that's fine. He can nominate a champion, okay? I am about 8 pounds away from reaching 200 pounds of raw gristle, okay? So it could literally be anyone. I mean anyone, okay? It could be, let's go down the list. It could be one of his disgusting employees. It could be him. Let's just rule that out. It could be, so many deplorable people on the internet. Yeah, it could be a lot. And I will also say, like, if the option is there, I can lose 50 pounds in 3 months. It's possible, okay? I could lose 60 or 70 pounds in 3 months. So whoever money talks, right? I'm sure he can get a boxing or an MMA expert to fight in his stead. So that's option 1. That is option 1. And I must say though, I'm a little poor guy. I don't have very much money. So he has to fund the operation, It could just be in a backyard or whatever. It doesn't need to be like, big arena or anything like that. Additionally, there is another option, which is trial by wits. Hat tip. Trial by wits. So, no, we're not doing a dance battle. That's cringe. I don't think... also, that is just an immediate victory on my behalf, okay? Trial by wits. Basically, listen, I know over at the H3 podcast, there is I don't know, the main guy fancies himself a debate lord or something, or he thinks that he could sway public perception by going on Piers Morgan. I'm going to really show people that I got what it takes in a battle of wits. Hey, I will participate in whatever. We could debate any topic, whatever it is. I'll pick the losing side as well. I'll pick the deplorable losing side. Or, better yet, since a lot of people have heat for my lovely and talented wife, Anisa, she can debate something. I'll just fucking sit in the chair in the corner, okay? We could set the whole thing up while there's like an intellectual battle. I think intellectual battle and combat battle. Why not an honesty battle? Dude, we can't do an honesty battle. What else? So yeah, I mean, I think those are options that would satisfy some amount of, I don't know, attention. Trial by therapy. Well, if the most growth possibilities are an interesting one, that might actually be a battle I would lose in the short period of time. I'm not talking about the growth I've had over the past 10 years, because that is colossal. Leak the Mole? Fisherman fan? Okay, people saying Leak the Mole or something about AB tapes, you guys aren't going to have any sort of effect on me, all right? No effect. I'm strong in my convictions. I'm being extremely serious when I say those things. It's not, because I do realize a lot of this is, unfortunately, I don't think it should be content. I don't think these things should be broadcasted on the internet, especially if you're serious about it. I think the whole thing is extremely silly. So I would be fine with it not, with just, what do you call that? What do they call it? I don't think there's an official name for it. Financial torture. I think it's an attempt of doing a financial torture, in my opinion.